If you have not experienced how to get, you will not have the knowledge or the experience how to spend. You think you are too important? No. You are chosen by God, not by yourself. I'll take you what Jesus told his disciples in the book of St. John chapter 15 from verse 15. In the book of St. John chapter 15 from verse 15. There's something that Jesus told them. And he said, henceforth I called you out. I called you not servant. For the servant knoweth not what his Lord does. But I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye shall go and bring forth fruit, that your fruit shall remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Verse 17, read with me. These things I command you, that ye love one another. In the church, verse 18, if the world hates you, you know that it hates me before it hates you. Verse 19, if you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Verse 20, you read in a loud voice, one to go. He said, remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Let me use you. I take you to my side. If they can persecute me, if they have persecuted me, they will persecute you. Are you hearing me? Not all that comes around me belongs to me. They want to take advantage of me without knowing the consequences of tomorrow. People fear nothing, but nothing will destroy them in future. Thank you. Verse 16 of the same chapter, Jesus told his followers, you are not the one that has chosen me, but I choose you. And I have ordained you who you are today. The offices you are using torturing others, I am the one that ordained you. Say, that yea, the ordination of the Holy Ghost, of a prophet, of a church leader, his ordination simply means that ye shall go out and bring forth fruit, make money, make life, that your fruit, power is here, that your fruit shall remain, that you never lack. Your fruit, your financial income shall remain. That is the purpose of ordination, but you have spoiled it. Out of selfishness, according to first service teaching, it says selfishness. That your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, you will have it. You are not the one that has chosen me. I chose you, and I called you in order. Be with me, walk with me. When I turn my back, you are destroying the work I had started before you. Because I bring you close to me. And expecting that it will be like that. I choose you, not you choose me. People, are you hearing the gospel? This is the gospel. He said, I have chosen you to walk with you. I have ordained you. I have imparted my power on you that you never go wretched. Whenever you go out, you will make money. Make fruit. Make children. Make success. Your fruit shall remain. Your fruit shall remain. We all gather this morning in his presence because we need something from him. What was that? Some of you are here because you are hungry of fellowshipping with God. Power. Many of you are here because one problem or another. Power. Then few are here because they are here for trouble. Jesus said, I choose you. And Elias says, I have chosen you. Not in the other way around. Can you do that? Say, I'm going to do it. The things you have committed today is what you do not know the repercussion in future. Do you know why? There's no way that whosoever that comes close to God will not have grace, establishment, favor in marriage and all the rest of them. As I made it clear at the earlier on, a wise man controls his life from the mistakes others has made. But a foolish person will always like to make mistake and say, I will correct it. I'm living with a woman who happened to be the last born, thank you, of her family. When we started newly, all this last born life and character, a little thing, she said, I'm sorry. Another day, she said, I'm sorry. At the third time, when she said, I'm sorry, I said, I'm sorry too. I say, in marriage, you must abandon who you are in your parents. They can come and walk with me now. Thank you. Stay here, sir. In marriage, you must abandon who you are. Because marriage is an assignment. If you don't know your work, you continue making mistakes that can destroy something in future. Deacon, I like your work, sir. Go and sit down. So what I'm trying to say, our life, our characters, our arguments can bring trouble. Imagine me come to a church and God has chosen me as one of the officers in a group church, in a church, and then when you want to talk in the church, you say something, it is the man of God that chose me to do this work, even though I don't like this job. But you want God to do work for you in the house. You are telling them that you are too high for the job. You are hurting your future. King David said, who am I that God has chosen me? King David was an usher in the church when God called him to be the king. King David was one of the ministers in the church when God called him to be the king. And when he was ordained as a king, he refused to abandon his duty in the house of God. That's why he said, I am glad to be a doorkeeper in the church. Meaning the usher. Even though I'm a king, I must continue doing my work. Hello? Kingship work is a political work. Being an usher in the church is a divine work. And divine work, you use divine work to build up divine investment. And divine investment will remain for you and your lineage. Remember the prayer of King Solomon during his own time. God, remember the covenant you made with my father, David. Which covenant? David was a worker in the church. It's not talking about a kingship. And when God asked King David to ordain King Solomon, and King Solomon prayed prayer, you have chosen me instead of my father to build a house for you. You have chosen me instead of my father to build a house for you. What does that mean? David has divine investment. He has divine account. He has saved in the vineyard or the divine bank of God. Now his son came out and want to invest what his father has invested. Say, I'm going to build this house. You have chosen me to build a house instead of my father. It's an honor to me. He said, the Lord, I will build this house for you. And he began to build a house. If God gave you the opportunity to build a house for you, do you think you can do that? It's impossible. You must touch that money. You must destroy it. As long as the money has entered into your account, you will remember your mama, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, and all the nonsense thing. At the end, the project is not going to be achieved. But King Solomon said, you chose me to build a house. Watch me. I'm going to build this house. And he built a church for God. The imagination of King David, he's drawing the pattern he wants. King Solomon added a lot of things to make the vision of his father come true. What does that mean? What King David has sowed at the past is what he was reaping through his son Solomon. He saw it manifesting. He saw it coming to pass that his son can do something that is bigger than what he has done. This is divine opportunity. When it comes into your hand, you will spoil it. You will destroy it. Nobody can pass through this door. Then one day the man of God will open the door and say, you, sister, join me. Then you now open that door and come out from the door and say, nobody can enter here except me. You are using the opportunity that God has given to you to enter into this door, intimidating others. You will reap it in time to come. You must reap it in time to come. People have no fear. Many men of God, they have no fear of God. But God is God. You cannot see him, but he is seeing everybody. Sister, hello? I'm talking to you, brother. I'm talking to you, sister. Imagine you receive a call. You are going to do the first lesson. You are going to be the one that will read second lesson next Sunday. You are going to be the first this person that is going to read on first lesson on first service, or second lesson on second service. He said, no, I'm not going to read. Look for another person. God has chosen you, and you rejected it. You know you can read perfect. Imagine me preaching to you. Some of you joined me 10 years ago, and you are seeing me every time on the pulpit, every Sunday. Imagine me having this privilege. Imagine me having the privilege of wearing suit, being cute for God. And I say, I'm not ready. Imagine this woman. I say, you are going to preach on first service. I say, wow, Me? Don't worry. She entered her room and started the preparation. The joy of doing the work. Then imagine me have a call to a young lady. Hi, Cynthia, Susan, I'd like to see you in Hotel La Paz this evening. There's a room reservation, room 213. Before we enter, Cynthia has full of, oh, honey. That one you answer, you'll be in time. But as long as church is concerned, you come at any time and you can go at any time. You are ashamed, you are feeling shy to come and read before the congregation. But you are not feeling shy to pull off. Somebody say, Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm not hearing somebody saying it. Imagine me saying that I cannot read very, but you can write very well to your lovers that can break your heart tomorrow. Watch your life, young lady. From the time you started friendship, how many men have you seen? And where are they? You, young men, from the time you started life, how many women have you seen? Where are they? But God still there for you. And you refuse to be there for God. This is sin. He is still there for me. He has never abandoned me. But all these people from my primary school, from my secondary school, from my university level, they have abandoned me. But he has never abandoned me. And I refuse to work for him. Can't I reap what I have sown? Can you judge yourself? Can somebody say, God, I'm sorry.